Okay, it's Mike Dillon and Paul Westerberg of The Replacements doing an interview in the cellar of Maxwell's in Hoboken, 12/8/84.
I think we heard one of their songs on a tape that we didn't know it was them. We just found out.
They're from New York, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Where you guys been?
So far?
Yeah.
Just, we started in Chicago and Ann Arbor, Ohio, Boston last night, New Haven the night before.
Mm-hmm. What'd you think about the article about you guys in The Voice?
A lot of it was true to an extent, but it was like he kind of I don't know how to phrase this. It probably seemed much more serious to him who didn't do that all the time. I mean, that's like drinking and stuff. It came off like it's like one constant drunk and everything. And it's like, you know, how many writers are gonna, you know, see our lifestyle as being normal? It's like he was like shocked by it rather than, you know, I guess being used to it or whatever.
Was the shit he put in there about you guys being pretty broke, is that true?
Well, that's pretty true, yeah. I mean, the money stuff is pretty true. I mean, he didn't write anything about the good shows, which is the other thing. I mean, he definitely concentrated on like the 3 flop nights in the week. But I suppose they were more interesting to write about.
The one I'm talking about is the feature article, not the. There was one review.
Yeah, the album review.
Yeah, and then there was that big feature. When was that guy on the road with you, on the last tour? Or not the,
yeah.
Last tour.
Actually, where the hell were we anyway?
Beginning of the tour was like
Canada and.
What tape is this for?
It's for I'm a program director of a college radio station in Rutgers, in Jersey.
Mm.
This is Jersey. I don't know why I have to explain it. But if you guys are, if the situation with the money is pretty true, because your record label doesn't give you much support, do they?
No, I mean, they give as much as they can, which is very little.
Yeah.
They're not wealthy at all.
You guys ever think about switching to a different indie, or?
No, definitely. We're not going to go down. We're not going to go backwards. We're making some small strides toward a bigger company.
Where'd you do that thing where that guy from Warner Brothers was there? Was that at CBGB's?
They've been showing up for the last year. They, about 30 or 40 times. I mean, that was just one thing he wrote about. That every time we play, there's someone from some label.
Any other companies talking to you?
I don't know. I don't know if I should say.
Well, you say yes if others are talking to you.
Yeah, a lot of them are. Yeah.
They come off as being fakes to you, or?
Well, they're all different people and stuff. Some of them are a little nicer than the others. I guess that's sort of a, you don't want to really go with someone that you get a bad feeling from, but...
They're looking, if they sign you, they're going to look to try to change your act around and how you write songs and stuff?
Well, I suppose that would be part of it, but then again, that's why we haven't signed, or we talked to the guy from Slash who gave us that impression, and it was like, to go to a label of that size, which isn't all that big, and be told what to do. I mean, if you're going to be told what to do, you might as well do it for a big label.
Yeah. Well, the way it came off in the Voice article was, like you said, one of the reasons why you don't have any money is because you fuck around all the time. And would you ever consider just going out on the road and doing like a straight promotional tour and doing shit from the from the current record?
Still lose money. You don't make money on the road. I mean, you usually just break even if that. By the time you get in a bind, you need to wire home for money or whatever.
You guys all still live with your parents?
Oh, yeah.
They live with us.
Oh, okay. You're supporting them now. Oh, you guys originally from Minneapolis, or anybody from out of town?
Well, I don't know. I guess they were.
I live in Stillwater.
Somewhere in Florida.
Oh, Bob doesn't live at your house anymore?
No, he lives in this cabin.
Yeah, we all sort of float from here to there.
Would you ever consider getting organized enough to, go on a major tour with a big act being an opener?
We can certainly, I mean, they've been talking about that. Different booking agencies would like to, get us to open up for Billy Idol or something. It's like, to do that would be kind of fun, but it'd be fun to flop in front of 20,000 people. It wouldn't have to do it.
We offered that?
Yeah, well, I shouldn't say, but that's it. That guy. So I'm gonna talk to him tomorrow.
Huh?
Talk to you.
What?
When the tapes rolling.
That was something else that sort of came through in the interview that you weren't too happy with Jesperson.
That's, matter of personal opinion stuff. I like him. I guess he does a pretty good job. I don't know if everyone else feels the same.
Is he the only owner of Twin Tone? Is he still on that?
Nah, he's sort of just
one of a third.
Yeah, there's the head of it is the guy who owns it and sort of runs the money angle. Peter just talks to bands, comes in late.
Are you guys the number one act on that label, you think, or they spend more money on others?
No, I guess they give us the most attention.
How do you guys decide which covers you're going to do? Are those pretty spontaneous, or do you have like a set group of covers that you go out on the road with and you just pick from whatever you...
Well, the ones we've done we'll pull out again, but we always add on just by... we never rehearse them, so we learn them. It's usually something that a song we all like or would hear on the radio, and someone would, fool around with the riff and we pretend we know it.
One of the things that I find pretty strange about you guys is that Tommy, and it came through in the article that you were really, influenced by the same kind of radio I was listening to when I was young, because I'm about your age, you guys. And it seems that you would have a little more ambition to, get the same kind of commercial success that those guys would, like
And they never got commercial success.
Well, Kiss got commercial success for a long time.
I don't know, but we're sort of a different animal. It doesn't quite. I don't think we wear success well. Not that we've even had much of it, but it's like, it's our old saying, like trying to put cufflinks on a pig. It just don't fit really.
Cufflinks on a slough.
Must be something from Minnesota, because I never heard that.
I know, we just made it up.
Well, it takes rolling, so that could go down and is the way, the couple of shows that that writer centered upon, the ones where you guys were fucking around, is that sort of the way you guys handle rowdy audiences, or is
not rowdy in general. Rowdy positive is great. These guys are, people that think they can pay their money and that we owe them something. It's like we don't owe them shit. It's like you take your chance. You pay your money, you take your chance.
Do they really give you a hard time sometimes when you're not known?
Yeah, throw cans of soup at us, ashtrays, chairs.
Really, cans of soup.
Whole cans of soup.
What do they carry cans of soup?
I saw they ran out to this deli.
Before you joined up with the other guys, the way I took it from the article is that Tommy and Bob and Chris were already playing together, and then you sort of fell in. Had you already been writing songs, or was that something?
You just sort of poured in.
Slithered down the stairs. No, I just started writing songs when I joined them. Singing too. I didn't sing or write songs. And
this is the first band you've been in, or were you in something before this?
This is the first real band. I sort of kicked around in bands for like 3 years before that, but it was never anything original, just covers and just for fun.
Did you make more money then than you're doing now?
Oh no, we didn't make any money. I played like 2 bars and a couple high schools. That was about it.
You must have. How old were you when you joined it? 14, or when the group started? 14.
Well, I started playing when I was little. And to go there when I was cool. At the bar.
Is it tough for you guys to get gigs because of his age, or is...
No, it was a problem for like the first 2 years. They make him stay in the kitchen or something until we had to go on. But he looks like an old man now.
4 years on the road. How long were you guys together before you made that first record?
A couple weeks, 6 months.
Was that Twin Tone was the only label in Minneapolis that was
Yeah.
sort of doing that stuff.
They still are really. They're the only label that records rock and roll bands.
Isn't it? I mean, we got Husker Du when you guys come out of Minneapolis. Are you two the only real bands out of there? Or?
No, that wouldn't be fair to say that. There's I don't know how many of them I'm crazy about, but there's like I know this part, Soul Asylum. They're pretty good. There's a girl band, Tet Noir, that are kind of interesting. Curtis A. He's this old rhythm and blues singer.
So he's another Twin Tone guy.
Yeah.
Soul Asylum too. Right? Did you is Husker Du still in Minneapolis, or they moved out to?
No, they're still there.
Did you guys know each other before you formed bands, or was it?
No, we sort of formed at the same time, and we had met them. I think the first thing started as Johnny Thunders was coming to town, and we wanted to open for them, and they wanted to, and they got it, and that was where all this bullshit started. We have this, vendetta against each other, and it was a bunch of nonsense.
Well, that was it. That one song you did on the first record.
I mean, that was like a
joke,
compliment, a joke, and it wasn't anything bad.
Let me see.
When they stole a riff for our song, and you hear that in there, I can't remember on there, Everything Falls Apart, there's a song where they steal the riff from Kids Don't Follow.
Which?
I can't remember this song.
I just got that record the other day. Let's see. What made you decide to, the difference between Let It Be, I think, and Hootenanny is that, on Hootenanny there's a wider variety of, song style or, musical styles, right? What made you narrow it down to Let It Be?
I guess kind of because we did that, and we sort of made our point by doing it. We figured we'd sort of wake people up, to the fact that we could do other stuff, or we liked other styles of music, and we figured let's make this a little more streamlined and cut out more of the the folky, hokey stuff.
Is this a record that you just did the one you're most satisfied with?
Probably. And that wouldn't be the best word, because then I listen to it, and there are things obviously that you don't like, but I like the songs. I'd say, and this collection of songs, I'd say, is the best so far.
Do you write enough songs just to make one record, or is it you write a whole 20 or 30 songs?
Yeah, we have maybe 3 or 4 that we threw away.
What actually? Sorry.
I'm sorry.
What actually made you decide to go ahead and put a cover on this one, like this cover?
I guess we've been wanting to do it for a long time, and this was we wanted a song that would we had some sort of poppier songs, and then it was we're coming out with the sort of thrashery type. We figured we wanted sort of a rock and metal tune to put on there. So we've been playing it for a month or 2 before that.
Let me see. Is New York and Los Angeles and Minneapolis the best audiences you play to, or when you go up to Boston, is it okay too?
Boston's real good, but actually that's, you hit the nail on the head right there. That's probably our strong ones. Ann Arbor's real good.
There's a big college out there.
Yeah. And then Detroit, they don't, know us at all or care. But Ann Arbor, we do real well every time. Chicago isn't bad. Lawrence, Kansas, Boston's real good. Austin, Texas.
What cities do you particularly have? Did they say you played in Oshkosh? Is that what is that?
Oshkosh, Wisconsin. It's a sleepy little village. We used to have fun in Madison, but the club closed down. There was one place to play really, and that's closed down. It's no one's got off their ass to open another place. So we haven't done that for about a year.
When you guys get once again going back to that article on The Voice, it said that you guys have been kicked out of clubs for doing kind of outrageous shit that you do. How do they go about saying don't come back? Do they just kick you right off the stage, or do they throw you out without paying you or anything?
We've gotten stiffed. Yeah, I mean, we got stiffed a couple times in Phoenix. We got some jive ass promoter who was leading us along for a couple days. They don't physically throw us out anymore. And the old days they would. When we first started, they'd have the bouncers show us the door. They usually they'll write us a letter later, and we've got a whole collection of them saying that we thought your performance was very amateurish and don't come back. And we're gonna tell every other promoter we know not to book you. Then we go back in a year.
They let you in or they don't let you?
Yeah, they let us in.
Since you guys are so, pretty broke, how long do you think this group can go on with you, or how long can you exist as, pretty much the main guy in this group? How long are you going to be able to support the rest of the guys without breaking away?
Well, I don't know if I'm supporting the rest of the guys, really. I mean, it's, support each other. Well, as far as the money goes, I mean, as bad as it is, it's much better than it was 2 years ago. And we're kind of hoping that it, if it could increase, in 1 year's time from now, if it could double there, we could probably get by with a small salary or something. We're almost on the verge of making money with the records, is what they're telling us now.
They haven't, like the article said, that you haven't made any money at all from your records? Or?
We have made, we owe money, and like the records have made money, but it's like it goes to them. Our royalties go to pay for our recording, like the first album, and all the mixing time and the broken guitars, and the Paul Stark, the head of the label, would wire us money when we'd break down and have to buy a new fucking engine and all this shit.
You guys, is the thing that you guys travel around with, you guys own that, or is that something you rent?
Yeah, we bought that. So it was probably a mistake, but actually it's been around pretty good for the last couple months.
Was it a pain in the ass having that guy in the voice for a week?
No, actually he fit along pretty good. I mean, we definitely roughed him up a little. That part about the wrestling, that was cool, and he was in the band, That's something we used to do a long time ago, turn up the Bad Brains tape, and I'll start slamming in the back, knocked his glasses off, broke the bow off.
So you're an older guy, or?
He's 20, 25, something like that.
What I meant was when I said supporting a group, I mean, you do, a majority of the songwriting, and you do the primary singer.
Then again, I could do that on my own if I had no one to support me.
Well, that's what I'm wondering about, how long you considering staying around this group.
I'd say till we, go down in flames.
How long, at what point are you now? I mean,
What's that?
You guys are on the way up, or are you sort of a stalemate now?
No, definitely things are looking up. I'd say we're almost at the crossroads of we're going to make it or break it, I mean, we're not stagnating now. I think things are looking up.
How long is it going to be till you guys make another record?
I'm a little uncertain. I think we're going to try to record when we get home, but I guess that depends on who wants to record it. I think we've had offers from labels that say we'll pay for this. It's like you don't want to necessarily take that money because then they have first choice on what you've done.
Yeah.
So we're just kind of going to go home and maybe record something on our own and then shop that around if we don't come back with any sort of concrete, deal.
You guys don't have much of a, you don't have really a binding contract with Twin Tone, do you?
We have no contract at all with them. It's like, I laughed when I saw that and he refused. It's like we went through a whole thing, like we never signed the thing and they told us we were signed. So we, I went out and got a lawyer and we haggled all this bullshit for months and then they finally just said, okay, fine, you're not signed, don't worry about it.
Yeah, because I remember I talked to Bob last time you guys were here, and no contract at all is what he, and is video pretty much out of line for you guys, or is that something that you
I think right now it's almost to our advantage not to do one, just the fact that everyone does one, and if you can, say it loud enough that we're not going to do one, we won't do one. I mean, we're actually supposed to be on some video show, just for the fact that we won't make one, So it's...
Was it that IRS thing?
I don't know what the hell it is, actually. Peter mentioned it, and I didn't catch the actual name.
That show, The Cutting Edge, it's on...
Yeah, they talked to us too, I don't know about that.
You fit in there. They have like a, Black Flag has been on there.
Cool.
I don't think they've made a video. Do you like, is hardcore, like last time I talked to Bob, he said that you guys sort of discourage slam dancing and that shit at your shows, or is that
We don't discourage it from the people who want to do it. Well, I guess we do. We don't play the kind of music that they can do it to, so I guess that's why we discourage it, because they, you see them, banging around, and then they expect you to play, fuck school and everything like that, and it's like, we don't want to do that.
Do you guys, I've noticed that there's been recently, like you and I still consider REM in this group, and Husker Du and the Minutemen. Do you like all those bands? And
Yeah. In fact, I think Pete Buck's gonna come down. He's gonna fly in tonight or something.
how did he get hooked up with the singer?
He just we just got to be good friends. We toured with him for like a couple months last summer, and we just hang out and drank beer after the show and stuff. He's a nice guy. I got along with him much better. I mean, the other guys are nice. Michael's a little hard to talk to and stuff, but I mean, they're all nice guys. But Peter seemed the closest to being like a replacement.
Yeah, he seems like he's away from the rest musically. He wants to do like harder edge stuff.
Yeah.
What I'm trying do you guys think that you have anything in common with the Sex Pistols? Because, I mean, I think that you guys are like the next generation of so-called punk music. Do you think that that's you don't want to, do you necessarily align yourself with what happened in '77, or is that too far back for you guys?
That's kind of a good observation. I'd like to think that maybe that spirit that spawned that is probably the same spirit that's what we're doing here.
Yeah, I don't think I personally don't think that it's definitely a different scene. Not only because it's in America, it's just, I mean, that was 8 years ago, for Christ's sake.
No, it's funny. It's weird to think about it like that. But
when did you first start listening to music?
real young. I mean, like I have sisters who are like 35, so like 4 or something.
What are you, 24, 25?
Yeah, 24.
And is Bob's 24 too?
Yeah, he's a week older now.
What
7 days a week.
Okay, we got that. What's the situation with Mars? He seems like a pretty reckless guy. He doesn't.
Chris?
Yeah.
Oh, they said reckless.
Reckless. No, well, he's reckless too, I guess.
Yeah.
You gotta be reckless to be a drummer, right?
He's has this, like, they're writing about his clean cut image and shit, and he is kind of, he's basically a real nice guy, and he's brought up well, and he's polite and all that shit, but I mean, he can definitely go out of his mind, and it's like he doesn't do it in public. It's like, when the band is alone and stuff, he's been known to do a few odd things.
Any you can relate to us?
Stuff like being in bed and like flicking cigarettes across the room and going to sleep while everyone's sleeping. The fire starts, he'll get up. And
you guys like not necessarily just playing for the audience, but do you guys like to come to New York itself? Do you like the city, or is it bad news for you? No,
I like it. I mean, it certainly. I mean, if you lived here, you certainly would want to go to fucking Kent, Ohio.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. It's much nicer to live in a small town, and then you can go to New York or Boston or L.A. That's why it's it's interesting to go somewhere big rather than live somewhere than go to Bohunksville.
Those guys went back to the hotel?
Did they?
I don't know.
I don't think so. They probably would have said something.
You guys are staying right down the road, right?
I don't even know if we got one yet. Yeah, somewhere around there, I guess.
What kind of money does it cost to finance your tours? Is it pretty much
just for me to start off with a couple $100, and that's about it.
You make a lot of money at this place, more than any other place, you think?
This is one of the better clubs. We usually make good money out east. In the Midwest we have trouble. Down south we have a lot of trouble. And West Coast is good. West Coast is good.
The reason I was asking about you before, nobody seems to know too much about you.
See you later.
Like that, you saw that review that Buck did in the magazine.
Here I am.
Yeah. Never fear about you.
Any reason for that? Or you shying away from the press or anything?
I don't know. I just
let everybody else do it.
Yeah. Right? I pound the kettles, that's my job.
That song that you guys did on Hoot Nanny, did you ever like switch up instruments on stage or anything? Or
never? Yeah, fucking every night. You can't play your own. Really? Try this one with the forest string.
like I was talking about before, you said that He sort of took you and Tommy and smashed your heads together last night.
Not straight ironed.
The drums knocked me over.
Retaliated.
Do you think if you had been from, if you guys weren't from Minnesota, you'd still have the same kind of taste in music? If you were close, like from New York or something, you would have gotten influence from different shit.
You were from here, or whatever verse?
What do you think?
This verse, you know, things go by too quick out here. Out there, you got time to decide.
That's true.
You got time to mull things over.
There's no pressure. You sit back and do what you want. There's no one around to tell you you're doing it wrong.
What, you guys all dropped out of high school, or just
I didn't really drop out. I just sort of
never went?
That's one way to put it.
Yeah, hold out. I wanted to finish, but I can't hold out.
I just dropped out.
He spent his high school days in jail.
I will scratch that, folks.
You can't get a diploma on medals credits.
Shop. We got the shop class of '81 right here. Oh yeah. A lot of either interviews I've read or people I've talked to, they said that you guys are sort of become either a critics band or a sort of a favorite of.
That great stuff will come. I mean, I don't know if the bands are going to break up, but if it does, he's certainly in no trouble at all.
Didn't he and Exene not married anymore? Right?
No.
When they get divorced,
Isn't she living with somebody else now or something?
Yeah, they seem to get along pretty well, though, still.
That's like, they remind me a lot of the Jefferson Airplane, because there was a couple married people in there and then they broke up, but the band still went on. Do you play with them when you go out to Los Angeles?
No, we were supposed to, but I don't know, rank and file or something was promised today. So.
Do you like that whole country and western shit that's going on?
I prefer the real stuff. George Jones and stuff. I don't really like the new bands that are doing it.
What kind of songwriters were you influenced by early?
Early? Bob.
Bob wrote a couple when he was in jail, if I don't think.
Actually, that's where we learned.
Fairly awesome.
Again, probably like.
Besides Paul Stanley.
Go ahead.
Loud and Wainwright.
Can understand that.
Rolling Stones.
What kind of covers you guys doing this tour? Same stuff you did last year?
I gotta remember what we did last time. That's the whole thing. It's like, well,
We
think we'll have a little gem. And it's like, I've been doing it for 3 years.
I think you did a whole show the night before you played here last. You did like just the entire show as covers. And
Yeah, I think we must have probably covered them all.
every song that's ever been written.
Every bad one. It's a big grudge.
Do you guys cover songs just because they're bad, or is it just sort of your way of honoring the stuff that you grew up with?
That's probably true.
Random for fun, too.
Yeah, it goes hand in hand. Most of the stuff we grew up with was sort of bad, so but we loved it anyway.
Right.
Oh, easy living. There's one.
Could be doing that tonight, I guess. You
Sing the Hyper.
when does this tour end? Tomorrow's the last night? No, don't you come back to New York?
Yeah, we'll
A couple more weeks out, I think.
Week from tomorrow.
be home for 2 days.
You guys gonna play a show on New Year's Eve?
I hope not. I think on the 26th of December we're going to play.
In Minneapolis?
Yeah, this time.
Do you get like a lot of younger kids up there? Kids who are underage and shit?
Oh, we do, but it's like they
Doing
don't.
all ages show.
Yeah, they don't set up all ages shows very well, and they're real strict about not letting kids in, which is it's real sad. Yeah, I mean they wouldn't even let me go in. I've been going in for 4 years. They see me coming, it's like they ask for my ID, and they fucking know who I am. And they won't let me in.
Last time I played it with my girlfriend.
Let's see. Well, I guess that's about it. I had a question, but it escaped my mind apparently. What time you said 12 you're going on?
Probably around there. They're up until what, 3 or 4?
Yeah, I think so.
So whenever they want.
Could be a long road, a couple more of them.
Yeah. I started with the week stuff.
How long you been sober, Chris?
Yesterday?
I remember last time you told me that you were on the wagon.
Yeah, I was. I stayed on the wagon for about 3 months. I got a lot of flat tires.
He leapt off.
Left off on Halloween night.
You guys doing a gig
Threw
that
up the
night?
next morning and drank all that day.
In Hollywood.
And I was back with the bunch. Riding, dragging.
Is this the biggest kind of place you play when you go out to Los Angeles? You play?
It's a little smaller than us.
Do they get really big audiences out there for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you look at the guest list, pretty much cuts everything in half.
Yeah, like 90 people on the guest list.
Right.
Yeah,
These people we don't even know.
it's well, that happens when we play too.
Do you know if the show here?
not making money.
I know.
Do you know if the show here tonight is sold out?
I bet it would be. I mean, I don't know. Would they sell any advance tickets?
Or, yeah,
I think they do
but I
sometimes.
can't anybody
Boy,
How much?
$5. Someone, yeah, they told me it was. Somebody heard on the radio and then they panicked and then
Sold out last night at like about 10 o'clock or something. And we're supposed to, in Boston, we're supposed to get like, you know, a flat fee and I guarantee a percentage. And the fuckers just stiffed us. Probably $2,000.
That's a crooked town.
Yeah, fucking. What do you do? They got these bouncers, you know, they probably stab and get
One of
the fuck out of
one of
here.
them's already killed somebody and
Yeah.
the guy who owns the club probably had his throat slashed because he can't
That's
talk.
right.
God, I remember that one at the channel.
Oh,
They
God.
Is that in
were off
Boston?
the
Isn't-
stage and like hitting kids with
Yeah.
chairs
that's in
and
Boston
shit.
too. Isn't that in a really
Yeah.
shitty neighborhood?
Yeah,
It's right down by the waterfront.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's shitty, it's just the way it's run.
This one bouncer is a big muscle guy who takes off his shirt and all these skinheads are spitting on him and stuff. Come on! Wrestler. Then he just leaps off the stage with chairs and he's just hitting them.
Why don't you just hit him in the head with a guitar or something? That way.
Actually, the youth brigade was on stage.
That was, yeah, it was an all ages show.
Bounce off them.
Do you guys do a lot of, playing with? Playing sets with.
Other bands?
Hardcore bands.
Nah, not anymore. We sort of are done with that forever, I
I don't
hope.
think there are any. Not that many.
Two more good ones.
Is that because they attracted skinheads and shit? And they
Yeah, it's like a different crowd. We attract like sort of wimpy types and drunks and straight edge morons.
Do you get a lot of commercial? Do you get any commercial airplay in Minneapolis at all?
Yeah, we're on a couple AM stations that play.
Yeah. One station just turned over its old format.
Yeah,
That
that's
station.
Do you guys even bother to send your records to New York stations? Or?
Fuck yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know what kind of stations they got. I mean, the college stations.
Oh, I'm talking about commercial. The college stations are going to play one way or the other.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Probably not. I mean, they don't play. I mean, do they play like REM and stuff?
They might play like a single every 3 weeks or something.
Well, I guess
That's probably as loose as they're going to get.
Yeah.
Most of it's top 40 now, even the FM stations. Where do you think you guys sell the most records? Is in New York and major college places?
Yeah, probably like New York, Ann Arbor, Minneapolis, China.
China. They got a good market out there. I think. You guys send records over to Europe or anything?
Yeah, we're on fucking New Rose in where is it, France or England, and Zipper or some bullshit.
You guys,
Spain.
would you ever consider scraping enough money to go over there?
Yeah, they want us to go over there, but I don't know if we want to. We hear the beer is warm.
Bring your own refrigerator. Just bring your own beer. They don't have Budweiser over there. What's this stuff? Is that stout you drink?
Actually, yeah, John Courage. It's kind of good.
Find out.
You want to go get some?
I'm just gonna see if
You said you were looking for a fanzine before. No, I know what the beer is. In your pocket.
Oh,
The
yeah.
fanzine.
Foul, give it. She does got good boobs, you know.
Was that girl interviewing you before? Taking,
She was just taking pictures. She talking and birds.
where's that from? Is that from Jersey?
No, she's from here though. She's not from New York. Does it all the time.
Oh, it's Hoboken. Never even saw this.
Well, you pretty much done anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done something. Sure. Wait, can we just get a quick ID?
Okay.
Let me just write the call letters down.
Last time we tried it, the fucking thing didn't turn on.
No,
it did turn on.
Some of the bitches, yeah. Drag us up to the stall station and made us wait for an hour, and then they do this 40-minute interview and forgot to turn the tape on.
Is that the Motley Crue tape?
No, it's a polygram sampler.
That's a good tape.
Let's see, I just write the call letters down, so.
You know, you can't even remember.
I know, and now the program does to the fucking radio station. You do like a lot of interviews at stations and shit.
Yeah.
Parents like what you're doing?
Not really.
They have no alternative, I guess.
Especially when they, you know, catch the wind of all this drinking and
Yeah.
shit.
That's, you know, this is like the, you know, the catchphrase. You can say whatever the hell else you want.
Okay, this is Paul, Replacements. Listen to wrnu Rutgers Radio in Newark.
Perfect. Thanks a lot.